It's kind of like the holiday in the day. You. Where we at? What we looking like? All right, I'm trying to make this a quicker stream because I really don't have that much to record today. Like honestly, like looking at it, I think I only need to record a few. And tonight I might start dispatch. I'm gonna say might. I gotta get my day right, and then record some videos after that. But it's gonna depend on what time I start that, or I could do it earlier. We'll see. What am I looking for? One sec. I'm about to go get something to drink too. I'm about to let it dry. Alright, that video got copyrighted. Hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 today. I can do 9, 10, 11, 13. This was quick. This one's quick. This might get copyrighted though. What's up, MJ? Caden, MJ? Caden, I like that trade you sent. I just don't know about what's his name? What's Brody's name? Ricky. I just don't know about his injury. It wasn't a bad trade at all. That was actually a good trade. I just don't know about his injuries right now. MJ. All right. We're gonna start with. Oh, let me get something to drink and then we're gonna get started. Right back. All right. Get to it. Let's get to it. Mic check, mic check. All right, we straight. Hope y'all Thursday mornings are going good. Close the door. Score predictions for tonight's game. Speaking of that, I gotta post my predictions, so I'm gonna have to make this a quick stream. I don't even remember who plays tonight. Yes, Patriots. Oh my. I'm going 44 to 44 to. Let's go 9. 44 to 9. Can't complain. I can say the same. Pat's not dropping 44. Have they this year? I think they have. They had a 40 bomb. The emo's coming soon. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. Schedule. Now they ain't had a 40-point game this year. 30-30. Okay. Yeah, they had. Yeah. Okay. 42 versus the Panthers. Okay. Yeah, they have. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go. It's gonna go something like this here. Something like that. The Jets ending that interesting. That's very, very interesting claim. I think Bill's throwing under 110. Bro, that has to be the worst OC in the NFL, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Your quarterback threw 11 pass attempts in an entire game. 11. Twice this year at that. That's crazy. That's bad, bro. Ms. Hoover. How we doing? How we doing? You see Will McDonald's stats last game? Will McDonald. Will McDonald. Ain't that the ain't that the quarterback for the Steelers, the backup? Or am I tripping? Oh no, this defensive end. Now, what did he do last game? Watching these people camp out for this game tonight. Who playing tonight? No Garrett plus Pats are nice versus the run. Reskin box. Like Purdue in basketball. That might be a good one. I feel like Purdue be having some talent. Like I see them put somebody out in a draft every few years. Ooh, Patriots got the #1 run defense. Wow. Wow. I think Bree's still gonna work though. I'm not gonna lie. Check his stats versus the Browns. I was gonna look up something else. Yeah, 4 sacks versus the Browns. I mean, that's cool. Kudos to him, but He not finna score no touchdowns or run no routes. What's their first time they playing? Okay. I don't know why I thought they played each other already. Past O-line not stopping him. See, it sound good. Joe Alt was out for the Chargers, and the Steelers still lost with all them pass rushers. So just because you got a good pass rusher don't mean nothing. As far as like winning a game, it don't start till 6 next weekend. Seems solid. Definitely scared though. Some people love them some basketball. Defense wins games, a wise man said. You're right about that. They sure do. So does offense. So defense wins championships. But I think that's what it was. Offense wins games, defense wins championships. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You too. You too. You don't think Phil's going over 150? Bro, you're a trolling, bro. Ain't no way. Phil's could throw for 300 and they still finna lose. It's just not happening. Wilson not playing. All right, let's see. I gotta hit the shorter videos. We got one. All the short videos. I don't know if I'm be interested in this one here, but I mean, I gotta do what I gotta do. Zachariah Branch. I'm not. See, now I want to do those, but I'm not gonna edit those right now. The Bills are not contenders. Let's do some talking head videos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that works. I think all I need is 5. I got 8 up right now. 9, 10, 11, 12, 97. No, 6 actually because I think I'm gonna just call it because I'm posting a video tonight, so I'm not even gonna stress it. The Bills are not contenders. W Street. How did the Browns lose? The Browns, I don't know, genuinely. They did decent on offense. Like they didn't do good for sure. I would not call this good. They did decent offensively. I don't know how they lost. I have. Oh, the Jets had a kick return and a punt return touchdown. That's what it was. Jets had a kick return and punt return touchdown. Why don't they trade Jerome Ford? I hear you on that. They should have did that for sure. I would have did that at the trade deadline, and then just run with Dylan Sampson and Raheem Sanders. If Quinshon Judkins is out, that would have made so much sense. But they not there. I would have tried to finesse something for him. It's a clip. It's a clip out there, Sec, of him punching him first. I saw it. How intentional that punch was, I don't know, but he still did it. He still hit him. So. It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube somewhere. All right, let's go ahead and get to these videos. So yeah, I mean, if you take away, Jets only scored one offensive touchdown in this game. They get a bunch of field goals. One offensive touchdown. So the Browns defense only allowed one offensive touchdown. The kicker scored 9 points. But this is with extra points. So he had 2 field goals, so that's 6. Then he hit his extra points, I guess, whatever. So the Browns defense did good. It's just they special teams killed them this game. Browns should have won that game if it weren't for them 2 return touchdowns. The crazy part about Amon-Ra is the ref saw him do it and the ref did nothing. But again, like I said, I can't really tell how intentional that punch was, but I don't know.
Right there, Amon-Ra St. Brown is walking, and then he just bam.
Here it is right here.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. 2 plays before that.
He just punched him right here. Amon-Ra punched him right here. This was 2 plays before this happened. Amon-Ra punched him. Boom, punched him right here.
We got
and then punched him again. Oh yeah, he punched him twice. Oh yeah. Nah, that was intentional. That was very intentional.
I think so. 2 plays before that.
Boom.
We got in a little.
And then boom again. That's crazy. How the ref didn't throw Amon-Ra out the game right there, I don't know.
You
saw St. Brown hit Brown.
That's crazy.
Yeah, for sure. And they did too. It was some bull.
That's crazy.
You know, back and forth, whatever, this and that and the other. And then, you know, we end up scoring. And, you know, I go up to him. I say a little something, nothing.
He should have waited till after the game, I'm not gonna lie. He should have waited till the game was over with. I mean, it is what it is, but still should have waited. That McMillan. What? Curtain call giving me some ammo. I can get up out here quick. Those on Sundays, they got some new clips. Riley Moss on facing Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, and the most NFL's dangerous QBs. Interesting. Yeah, honestly, bro, I wouldn't even fine or suspend Daron Payne. That ref need to be fined for not taking Amon-Ra out the game. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. And I got the other one, which is 7. Okay, bet we're gonna run it from here. Got these 2. And I'll save the rest of these videos probably if I get back on tonight or later. Save those for later.
Those game-winning drives.
He got suspended? What? I would appeal that, bro. Yes, he was wrong. Yes, you shouldn't retaliate, blah, 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 blah. But he was wrong, but at the same time, that's still crazy. They did appeal and got denied. Well, it is what it is. he's still responsible for his actions, you know. But I think he the reason why they're gonna deny it is because they're not gonna allow you to retaliate. They're not gonna support retaliation. But he should definitely make more noise and put it out there more about Amon Ra punching him first, twice, and not being ejected. All right, y'all. Shout out the curtain call replays. We got Ted McMillan every target and catch versus the Saints. Nice little easy pass from Bryce right there. Put it in a correct radius. It's good work.
Late, right? I mean, you don't even have to worry about it getting there. It's so late.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Blitz is all about
the money.
And if you're
by him and
late,
Bryce.
it doesn't matter if you bring pressure.
Fake to him. Young folks
1-on-1.
the sidelines, some pushing and shoving going on. Young to throw.
If I had to critique this, I'm assuming it should have been a back shoulder.
Young floats one down the sidelines.
I think Bryce could have put this a little bit further behind him. Yeah, Bryce could have put that ball a little bit further behind him. Ted could have like put more power into selling the goal, but I think the placement was more important. That was a good catch.
Young in trouble, gets
Volume low. Oh yeah.
away, throws wide open. McMillan. Young in trouble, gets away, throws.
Oh my gosh, wide open.
McMillan, first down.
Securing the edge on the blitz, allowing your quarterback to work upfield, and then you just the inside route right here by McMillan on the dig. Catches the ball in the middle of the football field, really committed to running this football.
Pass is caught. McMillan again.
That was nice.
Leading receiver in the game in terms of number of
Flat behind it, find yourself an open spot in that zone and make a play. Really nice throw by Bryce right there through that traffic, right on the hands of his receiver and back.
Taking a 5, good spin.
Throws one and it's intercepted. Third down.
That was interesting.
And behind McMillan.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense, number 56.
No quarrels with McMillan. That was a pretty solid game in my opinion. He did his thing. Bryce could have been better on some, for sure those last 2 balls, but for the most part, I mean, it was hidden. Majority of that game, at least the targets he was given to Ted. I think, I feel like they could be doing so much better offensively. I don't know what's missing. I mean, maybe play calling. I mean, for sure that, but yeah, I think play calling could be better. But it just kind of feels like where they're at, It's like kind of being content because they're a younger offense, but I do think they could be doing a lot better. And maybe it is a play calling. Maybe it's not as good as it could be. But let me know your thoughts. Subscribe, stay tuned, stay blessed. Do I really want to react to 18 rushing attempts from Rico? It's a video, so I mean, I guess. It's 2 minutes. Okay. I love Bryce, but I don't think he's part of the Panthers' future. Bryce cool, but I don't know. It kind of felt like a tool situation to me. Now, from a personality standpoint and potentially like his ceiling, I think he could be better than Tua. But then you're just waiting on the right OC to get there. And if you don't get the right OC, then it's just like, I think he gonna hit his ceiling and then he's just gonna peak and never really break through, as high as he can go. But when year 4, he hasn't elevated much. It's year 4 already? No, this is year 3. Year 3. But yeah, I think I think they could use better coaching. He's had different coaches all 4 years, well, all 3 years. I think it's coaching because again, Tua needed coaching to make him look good. I think Bryce gonna need coaching to make him look good. And then what's the coincidence? Both of them played at Alabama. But I think Bryce gonna need the right coach. And again, I think Bryce is better. Like I think his ceiling is higher than Tua. If I'm being honest. So that is what it is. And we admit something. What's that? Brissett helped develop Drake May. I mean, maybe like to an extent. But I think that's a small percent, very small percent. But I don't know about that. I think everybody you're around has a part in your success. But I don't think Brissett. I don't think Brissett was any more than 5% of that helping develop Drake May, or any more than 10%. I'll say. That's I think everybody plays a part. The OC, the head coach, the teammates, the quarterback coach. I don't think Jacoby Brissett is like the big glue. All right, Rico Dowdle, every run, target, and catch versus the Saints. RB1 official, it's done. Chuba is the backup now. Decent performance, nothing crazy in this game. I believe this was a close game. Good defense right there. Low throw. I mean, he would have got popped as soon as he caught it anyway. But solid performance for Rico. I'm curious what they're gonna do in the offseason, because he has to be re-signed.
Let me just lower my shoulder and run somebody over.
And you're potentially gonna have to trade Chuba. I would trade Chuba. I'm not keeping Chuba. Good score right there. But you got ETN on the bench. You got that running back from Texas coming back. That's good work. Make Rico your starter, trade Chuba, and then you got two nice young running backs. That's good work. Good job catching his balance.
That's what he's got.
Another
interesting
for the Panthers. Already a touchdown today and gets it again. He's a workhorse. Division rival.
A workhorse.
Right, back to Dowdle. Some good gang tackling by the British on the front seven. And that is Dowdle. Run blitz, and they stuff him.
13 personnel.
Dowdle.
Jeez, that was a good cut.
A high tackle.
And have a big breakout play.
Pitch to Dowdle. And a nice shot.
They're making them work, that's for sure.
Fake to Dowdle. Throws to Dowdle. And a good tackle. He had some.
I think the play calling could be a lot better, because everything I'm seeing is, I don't know.
Same work ethic.
Short as far as passing goes. But again, I know this is his highlight, so that's to be expected. So
Rico Dowdle from the 32-yard line. Rico Dowdle
never mind.
Back in. Missed the
wow, good work on that spin. He tried.
Dowdle.
Ooh, sheesh. All right. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, man. Appreciate y'all for watching. Shout out to Curtain Call Replays. Subscribe. Stay tuned. Stay blessed. I would have kept him as a duo with Dowdle. You paid him all that money for no reason. For a reason? Nah, bro. Because the duo thing is taking the ball out of Rico's hands, and Rico eats when you're giving him more carries. So there's no point in splitting carries. Like they don't have a dual back. They don't have a dual back offense. Rico just fits. He fits better, honestly. I wouldn't try to force it. You got two nice young running backs. I would just try to get you a good pick for Chuba. All right. I'm gonna try not to spend too much time on these videos. Gotta run through them. Bucky practiced yesterday and today. Thank goodness. Hopefully he gets a full one in tomorrow. Stroud didn't go number 1 because of bad testing. I'm glad he went to us though. Again, to each his own. I think it's harder to find a good quarterback that's 6 foot and under. I think it's hard, bro. Like, because you need the perfect play calling. With a quarterback that can see over the line, you don't need that. Like, obviously, you need perfect play calling to get to a Super Bowl, but like throughout the regular season, you know, if your QB can't see over the line, then you're gonna consistently have problems. Or the offense is not gonna consistently click. I forgot about you too. Joshua Garcia, I just seen your comment, buddy. My bad. If we beat Tennessee and Jacksonville, lose, we will be second in the AFC South. Are you a Texas fan? Shout out to you, Joshua. If we beat Tennessee and Jacksonville loses, who Jacksonville play? I be forgetting about YouTube chat sometimes. You think Daniel Jones will be as decent on the Vikings? Now, I think the Colts play calling is better, if I'm being honest. He could have been, but I think he would have been better with the Colts than he is with the Vikings. He would have been with the Vikings. The Jags play the Chargers. Oh yeah. I need Chargers to go ahead. Need Chargers to handle that. We gonna beat the Titans. Need the Chargers to go ahead and handle the Jags. You just posted the link. I forgot what got to click on that. What's this? Mike basically said he has no coaches to rely on the sideline during the games. He not miss Raheem Morris or Zach Robinson.
Like, we haven't played quarterbacks. Would you lean on?
Get it going.
I know you lean on your faith, but like, who do you lean on to like help you? Like, we haven't played quarterbacks. Would you lean on like a former quarterback or your coaches to kind of just help you kind of assess things and good and bad?
You saying like as far as on the field?
Yeah, both.
Stuff?
Like, that help you mentally and physically.
No. Like mentally, like my fiance, she's always there for me. So I know whenever I get home,
Interesting.
it doesn't matter how I played. She's always gonna be there for me. She's gonna have a smile on her face and give me a hug and make me feel good no matter what. But as far as like physically the on the field stuff, it's not nobody that I'll talk to like as far as another quarterback or anything like that. You know, I do have people reach out to me. I do have quarterback coaches though back at home that reach out to me as well. You know, tell me, hey, like you need to clean.
He should have seen this as a trap question. He should have seen it, but he probably peeped it and was just like, "It is what it is. I don't really care. I'm gonna just say the truth. I'm the franchise guy. I'm not going nowhere. They gonna get fired before I get cut." But I think Mike a nice quarterback. Like I genuinely think he nice, but I don't think we're seeing him be as good as he can be in Atlanta right now. Like I don't know. I still think about how good he was at Washington, bro. And that just I don't see him airing it out as much. And I know they got an amazing run game, but I think he could throw the ball very nicely. Phoenix wants out. I don't know about that. Bro, soft spoken. Heard some bad things about Zach Robinson. That passing attack should be facts. The passing attack should be way better. It should be way, way better. You got too many threats in that offense. Mooney nice. London nice. Pitts nice. You could put Bijan in receiver just like how they did, and then Algier in the backfield. They had some guys who popped off in the preseason that's still on that receiving core. They had Ray McLeod, but they not using him, so let him go. But that's they when he has been bad this year. He nice though. Like, I'm just saying he nice. I'm not saying he's been good or bad this year. He's still nice. But Still got Nick Nash. Yeah, I think they could be doing a lot better. Like they not really again. I don't feel like they using him like they should. It is at this point. The Buffalo Bills are not Super Bowl contenders. Interesting.
The Bills as like legit Super Bowl contenders.
Not much, because I didn't have that much faith in them anyway. Okay. Real, like.
Real. You just always say pretenders.
I never said that they was it because I looked at the schedule and I'm like, they beat, even to this day.
Yeah.
To this day, the teams they beat at that time have a combined wins of 7. 7 wins, okay? And then you watch what they do. We know the Chiefs is a Super Bowl. Every year, they beat the Chiefs in the regular season. But then we see games like they mediocre against the Falcons, and we see games like Miami. We did a whole segment question saying what coach should get fired first, and it was dang near unanimous that Mike McDaniel should be fired. We sit there talking about Miami's a dumpster fire and all this, and then they go down and do that. Right after they just beat the Chiefs, and everybody keeps saying right next to me, and we was like, well, they always beat the Chiefs, but this don't make them. Like, we don't know what they're going to be moving forward. So my faith in them as a true contender, it ain't go nowhere because it wasn't there anyway.
It was never there.
Like that Chiefs-Buffalo game, I'm looking like, okay, Buffalo need to win this because, I mean, I don't even know if they're going to, like, how I was looking at it, I don't even know if they're going to make the playoffs, how they playing. Josh Allen, this team, success is on Josh Allen's back and how he plays. He had an issue taking care of the ball.
I was saying that last week, bro. Like, looking at the offense, it's a lot of Josh scrambling and running around. They do call up some really creative and nice plays sometimes. I'm not gonna take that away from them. James Cook be toting the ball, man. He be running. But majority of their passing, I ain't gonna say majority, but it just feels like it's very often, like it's just very reliant on Josh athleticism and extending plays. You know, it's not mad meticulous sometimes, and where we're just breaking down defenses.
Getting back to that, having the issue taking care of the ball. He's got as many fumbles this year as he had all last year. He got 7 turnovers this year. In midseason, he had 8 all of last year. And he won MVP because he took care of the football.
Yep.
He don't have that guy on offense to just give the ball to. James Cook is legit, but who is he throwing the ball to? And even when he had that guy, Stephon Diggs, did they get over the hump?
But
they still didn't get over the hump.
It looked a little.
But here it is though with the Stephon Diggs thing, even the Keon Coleman thing, they started voiding Stephon Diggs out the offense because they started going to a balanced attack. It started peeling away from being heavier pass and less run. And I get it, you know, James Cook he doing his thing. He a nice running back. Very good running back. But they started like kind of like not utilizing him. And I think you got to get back to that. Force feed Keon Coleman. I understand he ain't that all the time, but force feed him. Make him the number 1 threat. So where defenses have to respect him because you're just going to throw to him, you know? I don't think he's having a bunch of drops this year, you know. So I think force feed Keon Coleman, everything else gonna open up for Khalil Shakir, Kincaid, all these other guys, and everything will work itself out.
A bit better than.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, and then defensively, they suck at stopping the run, and then they just so up and down. Like they had at least a piece here that can go do this, a piece here. Now they just man. I feel the same about them.
I'm with G, man. I said it in the previous show. I don't never start the year like this the Bills year right here. I just don't never really start the year. I think they're a good team.
Like there's nobody on that offense that's getting double covered. There's not a receiver on the offense getting double covered. But you gotta make defenses respect somebody. And it don't matter how good the receiver is, make them respect somebody. And in turn, that's going to open up stuff deep. You know, you can run Elijah Moore down the seam because you got Keon getting bracketed because they know that y'all just going to throw to him so much. I understand Keon may not be getting separation and all this other stuff, but just draw up stuff for him. Just make it. You know, you got to You gotta fake it till you make it. Make the defense think that he like that, and then maybe he will be like that when given the opportunities. But still, you gotta force it. And then we know Khalil Shakir nice, so that's gonna open up more for him. Kincaid, everybody else, open up the run game. Everything gonna be smooth.
I think they'll be in the show. They'll be in the tournament. They may win the game. And they got 2 AFC chip appearances in the last 5 years. And shit, even last year, James Cook even played. He even
I forgot they got Curtis.
started in the game.
Curtis Samuel too. That's another little speedster they got.
He got active in the game, but I just always look at him and say, bro, where are the guys? I look at all the rest of the Chiefs. I see guy here, guy here, guy here. Defense, a guy here, guy here. The Ravens, star power. The Colts, they got guys here. Corner, this. They got guys. The Chargers, the Broncos, Pittsburgh, all the rest of the top AFC teams got guys.
Yep.
Like, where the fuck are they star power? The coaches going to do their thing. The playbook going to be what it is. At the end of the day, you pay these guys because they're guys.
I respect that, but I do feel like the coaches fail the players sometimes. I feel like they fail their guys sometimes. They pick up guys and draft guys and add guys to be guys, and they don't make them that. You know what I mean? They don't give them the opportunity to even be that.
Gonna make difference in these games. You know what I'm saying? That's why they get paid the big bucks, because they're gonna make a difference when it count in these games. And this team is just too reliant on Superman. They want him to be Superman at all times, offense, defense. They want him to do it all. And that's just not going to happen, man. So until they get some wideouts and some guys on defense, I don't really like it.
Well, I've been disappointed in the Bills myself. I agree with you guys. They're soft on a defense. You can't give up that. They lost Ed Oliver. They lost some guys up. Unless got a concussion. Daquan Jones hurt his calf in pregame warm up a couple months ago. So they got some guys that are hurt up front. That's killed them on defense.
Yeah.
And it's very frustrating for Josh Allen to know that he might not get the ball back for another 9 minutes in the quarter because the Miami Dolphins are just gutting them. I mean, just gutting them. That's just
whatever they want to do.
It's got to be hard to watch.
Nah, he gonna get that ball back because the Miami Dolphins got a bunch of speed, so they're gonna get in the end zone quick.
So Josh feels like he's got to be Superman on every drive. He's diving over pilots. Quarterback sneaks for gain of 20 and fumbling a damn thing. Yeah. I mean, who does that, by the way? Yeah. Who thinks a quarterback sneak for 20 yards and fumble?
Push.
Yeah. Yep. So I always think if you have Josh Allen on your football team, you have a chance to win every single game. That's a fact. And I think that is the case. However, I am very, very concerned about the way they play defense. Very concerned. You can't win big games in critical times with a defense that can't stop a nosebleed. And that's the way they are right now. But with that being said, this Josh Allen's a bitch, and he can do. He is a son of a gun, man.
That's a good thing.
That's a good thing. I love you.
No, that's a
What's
good
up, Bobby?
thing.
I got a big game.
That's a Grudenism.
If I got a big game, man, I'm walking out of the tunnel. I don't care who I'm playing. If I look up next to me, I see Josh Allen next to me. I feel damn good about my chance.
He's a pansy because you know when he falls, you always call him for the ref.
Hell no.
Oh God.
No.
Not that kind of
That's a Grudenism. That's a positive thing. He's a guy.
I do think they make the playoffs. How far they go, I don't know, but I do know whenever he walks out of the tunnel with me, next to me, they got a chance.
Okay, so here's what I see in the Bills, and I love all your points, especially yours, because I'm with you. If I looked up and saw him, I'd say, okay. But Josh Allen sat there after the game and glumly said to the media, they just wanted it a little more than we wanted it. Okay, so you're coming off a season-making win over Patrick Mahomes at home.
Yeah.
And you open the season on opening Sunday night against the Ravens at full strength at that point when they put up 37 on you after 3 quarters, and you roared back to beat them 40 to whatever it was, 37. And that was spectacular. And that was
Y'all think the Steelers loses the division to the Ravens?
Super Bowl impressive. And remember, they were the stars of this year's Hard Knocks. And Josh is coming off MVP, and he gets married to the Hollywood starlet, and it all is great. But to me, Superman only takes it up a notch when he's playing another Superman. if it's Lamar on opening Sunday night, boom, we got every bit of Josh Allen. That was spectacular, man. And against Patrick, he just flat out said, watch this, and he outplayed Patrick Mahomes. And they've had a head-to-head, you know, he's owned the regular season and Patrick's owned the post. But then you turn right around as the leader of the team and you go to Miami against a still reasonably dangerous team because they.
I think Ravens might take it.
2 weeks ago, whenever it was, they went to Atlanta and did that to Atlanta. So they have not quit. They have thrown in no towels on that coach, and that's an impressive thing because I thought they would quit on that coach and especially on that quarterback, but they have not. So the Bills have made their living.
I gotta look at the schedule.
Football. They have run it more than they've thrown it. So James Cook was having a, you know.
They have run it more than they've thrown it. And, bro, that's the issue with the Bills, bro. I respect James Cook. And if you're winning, keep doing it. But you got to have a system that forces a receiver the ball and makes somebody – like, you got to make the defense respect what you're doing offensive, like, in the pass game and in the run game. They respect y'all run game, but they don't respect y'all pass game. And y'all not making them respect it.
He was off to like a Saquon kind of run there for a while. And then if they fall behind Miami at Miami and they have to throw it and he winds up with 13 carries for 53 yards, you're screwed, man. And it's all Josh, and he's not really into it because it's Tua. I don't get up for Tua. and they just played lifeless football. And they're flawed, deeply flawed, because they're third worst in the league against the run. As you point out, they're pathetic against the run. So Achane just runs wild. What do you have, 174? You're going to lose, man. You're just going to lose. So if they can squeeze into the playoffs, I wouldn't bet against them for one time, because even on the road, because Josh Allen could say, okay, watch this, and he could have a watch this game. But I don't love them going forward.
Why they don't, at the trade deadline, why they don't go get a guy?
I don't know.
Go overpay for a guy.
He said he tried and failed. That's what he said.
You can't fail.
I know.
Like,
I got it.
Man, you cannot. If the coach can overpay for Sauce, you can overpay for him.
I love Dalton Kincaid. I love him, but he ain't Stephon Diggs. He can't do that.
You talking about on defense?
Yeah, just period. Like, bro, your number one corner make $20 million a year. It's Christian Benford.
Yeah.
It's great.
Oh, wow. I didn't know.
PFF right now for the season. Like,
I didn't know Christian Benford made that much money.
I fuck
He's
with
a
PFF.
newfound lover.
Nah, I've been fucking with PFF. Like, you know what I'm saying? I used to call after the games, like, hey, that touchdown wasn't on me, fam.
Really?
What?
You call and disagree with them?
Email, not call. Email.
Yeah. You would email PFF after game, they give you a bad grade.
If they put a touchdown or something on me that wasn't mine, what?
Cares?
The All Pros care. What you mean? What? That's a public grade. What you mean? Who looks at that?
People look at that?
Hell yeah.
It looks at that.
Man, listen. All right, think about a media.
The NFL puts that on TV now. They put PFF on TV. How you feel trading for Waddle? There's no way the Dolphins would have sent on Waddle. That it wouldn't happen. I don't think they failed. I think that just wouldn't happen. They should have went and tried to get Olave or something, but that is what it is.
A media person, right? He can't watch he don't get our grades from Coach Jay, can I get the grade for Kirk Cousins? You ain't, get the fuck out of here. I ain't give you no damn grade. How can he get a public grade on Kirk Cousins? That's pretty legit. How can he see what he did? Wow. It's one public grade that you can go look at. It's Pro Football Focus. And then if you look at it and you see how they grade, it's legit,
all,
bro.
It's all perception. It's all perception. You know, like, for the most part, they're grading. It's either you worry about it or you not worry about it. You worry about it because people gonna look at you a certain way, or you're not worried about it because, you worry about it because people gonna look at you a certain way, and people are trying to portray you in a certain light, like, oh, like, I'm trash, but I'm not trash. You know you're not trash, so you're gonna defend yourself, or you just don't care about it at all. So I don't see nothing wrong with either one.
The numbers legit. I done went on there and see. All right, let me see what y'all gave me. Missed tackles, everything. Watch the game. Everything they said I did. Every single thing. Pass breakup, I think it's a pretty legit.
Somebody looking at it, they put it on TV.
Shit.
During the game, they put it right under your name, right?
Bro, I'm telling
Somebody looking at it.
It's a pretty
reliable public grade, and they put out an all-pro team and everything. You know what I'm
Put
saying?
that grade on the O-line for the Chargers the other night. They're all like 38 out of 38, 36 out of 37.
Why Jay acting clueless?
Yeah, the motherfuckers was bad and shit. They played good.
Huh.
I think it's a pretty reliable.
I didn't realize players would look at it and then complain to PFF.
Okay.
If that AP,
you do that?
Look, that all pro voter in the locker room, he only got one resource he can go to and see how we all graded out. He could watch it himself, but is he gonna watch every single person? No. He could go look at this reliable grades for guys and go off of this, bro. I trust.
Now that's facts.
Right
I do believe. I do believe some of the people who do the all pro voting, they don't watch film. They don't. We gonna go ahead in this conversation here. The Bills are not Super Bowl contenders. I think they still are. I think they still contenders. Generally, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. I think the Miami Dolphins have been extremely bipolar this year, and they just played up to their best versus the Bills. You know, but I think it's not gonna be an easy road, obviously. But let me know your thoughts. Subscribe. Stay tuned. Be blessed. He got traded to a rival. Rival's not worse. In division is worse because you have to play them 2 times a year.
I don't want to do this right now.
All right, we got to speak easy. The problems with the Eagles offense is Hurts. Interesting.
Now, but we have to. Y'all are in for a treat. I think we got about almost 2,000 of y'all watching. Y'all are in for a treat. And James, I'm glad you're here because I want to dispel the misnomer that even if A.J. Brown isn't getting targets, he's not impacting the game. Rome, yell at me when you're ready. Even if A.J.'s not getting targets, he's severely impacting the game because he's changing the way defenses play their defense. If y'all watch nothing else today, spend the next 5-10 minutes locked in and immediately the next 2 minutes on what we're about to show you.
I seen this clip already, and I will let y'all watch it, but I seen this clip already. Pretty much the play where Devontae Smith scored that touchdown and he's one-on-one, they're pretty much playing it was the coverage. I don't know, this is kind of contradicting. The coverage was like a robber. So they kind of doubled A.J. Brown, but I'm wondering if A.J. Brown would have been on the other side and ran that go ball, would he been one-on-one and Devontae would have been doubled, or would they would have just flipped the coverage? That's interesting. Anyway, I don't think they would have though, but like based off of how they were lined up. But anyways though, we're gonna keep it pushing. I wanna stick on the topic at hand. Is the problem with Hurts? I wanna hear what they talk about with that.
Lineups, Prize Picks. It's good to be right. A.J. Brown's mere existence on the football field helps Devontae Smith, helps Jalen Hurts, helps Dallas Goedert, helps Saquon Barkley. The dilemma is it don't help A.J. Brown. But I want to make sure all Eagles fans, y'all watching this show, make sure y'all go sound even smarter at the water cooler tomorrow. And I truly hope A.J. Brown can consistently remember, even when he is not eating, the team is eating simply by his mere existence. James, when we install defenses throughout the course of the week, we already know the base in which we're going to call a defense. But dependent upon the dogs they have on offense, we're going to restructure our defense to try to limit them dogs from eating, limit them dogs from barking, if you will. A.J. Brown being on the Eagles offense, all of a sudden they're like, you know what? Let's not play cover 3 the traditional way. Let's play cover 3 in the way that's going to limit A.J. from eating. But in order to limit A.J. from eating, now Devontae Smith is on a safety one-on-one, and Devontae Smith is going to go off for 1,400 yards this year, so he's going to eat. So the reason I wanted to jump the gun and show that right now and show everybody this right now is just letting people know that just by AJ's mere existence, though, Jay, the Eagles offense goes crazy. AJ just not going to go crazy. I need you as a wide receiver to respond to that.
And that sounds crazy that, AJ helping everybody else out except himself.
I think that, I keep saying it, bro. I think that's play calling. Yeah, of course you're going to help everybody else out. Of course. JSN gets doubled, and then it opens up stuff for other stuff, but they still make sure JSN is included in the offense. So it's like, it's a cop-out. It's like, that's not an excuse as to why AJ's not being involved. He's not being involved because of the play calling.
No, you're exactly right. A.J. Brown is a bona fide number 1 wide receiver in our league, so he's going to demand a lot.
On both of the touchdowns, that Torrey Horton had 2 touchdowns versus the Commanders, and on both of those touchdowns, JSN got bracketed.
A lot of attention. He's going to get everybody open. He's going to have.
And JSN still finished that game with 100 yards,
so
if I'm not mistaken.
Could tote the football. That's why you bring a guy like A.J. Brown over there. But it's just crazy to me because
it's the Commanders. I'm pretty sure I could find another game too. JSN gets bracketed. JSN gets doubled every single game, and they still, it's not like it's impossible to get him the ball. They're saying that because AJ Brown is getting bracketed and getting doubled, that it's opening stuff for everybody else, and he's not getting the ball. JSN gets bracketed and gets doubled, and he still gets the ball. So it's like it's not an excuse.
When you're winning, it covers up a lot. Jalen Hurts is not good at getting all his receivers involved in a football game. And he's showing us that over these last 2 years. A.J. Brown is no different than Devontae Adams. He's no different than Jamar Chase. He's no different than Puka Nacua. He's no different than Jackson Smith-Njigba. He's no different than Calvin Johnson. He's no different than Dez Bryant.
I'm putting Calvin ahead of all them guys, but I get what he's saying.
He's no different than a lot of these number 1 wide receivers. And what I mean by that is I'm not ranking them in order. I'm basically saying all these dudes demanded attention. Calvin Johnson got viced. Not on punt team.
That's true. That's true.
At receiver, he got viced. Dez Bryant got viced in the goal line. Not on punt team. He was not a gunner. But you know what Tony Romo did? You know what Dak Prescott did?
His ankle probably was already hurting him.
Still find ways to get him the ball. You think they didn't game plan for Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams?
Yeah.
And they still got busy. This is.
There you go. James Jones is making he's making the exact point that I made. He's going to get bracketed. He's going to get doubled. It don't matter. You still got to get him the ball. It is what it is. Who cares? Every Jamar Chase the season he got the Triple Crown. Yeah, it's not like he wasn't getting doubled. Justin Jefferson, now Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams is a bit different because you got 2 A's, so I'm not going to talk about them. But it's like everybody gets doubled. So I think that's an excuse.
It's all on the quarterback. You have 2 bona fide receivers that are really, really.
I remember one year he had AJ had 1,400 yards, bro, and I remember Jalen Hurts throwing to him in double coverage so much that year, and he was just bossing dudes, bro. Remember he caught that touchdown on 2 defenders and then pointed at both of them. Like, bro, it's this. I think that you can't use that as an excuse.
Good, and you're not getting them involved. But what's covering it up
Lamar
is
wasn't
you're
getting
winning.
double 85%
of you for
time
winning.
last year.
You're finding ways to win. But why have A.J. Brown if you're going to use him as a decoy?
Well, because, James, by having A.J. Brown, you're winning football.
It's okay to use him as a decoy, but you still can get him the football. I like both can be true. He is a decoy because he requires all this attention. You have to cover him. You have to make sure he's checked. You can't let him get one-on-one and get busy. But as well, you can still throw it to him, double covered or not.
Bowl games. You won a Super Bowl with A.J. Brown. You went to another Super Bowl with A.J. Brown. You've beat the Packers this year with A.J. Brown. I think you've beat the Rams this year with A.J. Brown. I think you beat the Chiefs this year because of A.J. Brown. You're probably going to beat the Lions this year because of A.J. Brown. So I'm sorry, A.J. Brown. Unfortunately, you are a martyr. You're statistically a martyr for the greater good of the Philadelphia Eagles. You are statistically a martyr so the Eagles can win a Super Bowl. You are statistically a martyr so Jalen Hurts can likely go into the Hall of Fame. You are statistically a martyr so Saquon Barkley can rush for over 2,000 yards. You're statistically a martyr so Nick Sirianni can be a top 5 coach.
All right, he yapping now because Saquon didn't rush for 2K this year, so that shows you if he's not getting the ball and Saquon is barely gonna crack 1K this year. We have to. This big old problem that we're making with the Eagles offense has to shrink down to 1, and it's just the offensive play calling.
Statistically a martyr, so Devontae Smith can probably be an all-pro this year. A.J. Brown, unfortunately, is a statistical martyr, but for the greater good of the Philadelphia Eagles this year.
But why does it have to be like that?
See,
Matthew Stafford.
you can't say this year and say Saquon rushing for 2K in the same breath, because it's not happening. He's not a martyr for that cause. Their play calling is just not good.
Stafford won a Super Bowl throwing to his number one wide receiver. Patrick Mahomes won Super Bowls throwing it to his number one options.
Patrick Mahomes also won a Super Bowl with Sky Moore and Kadarius Toney as his number 1 and 2. Play calling.
Aaron Rodgers won a Super Bowl throwing it to his number one options. Why does A.J. Brown can't get the ball?
Facts.
I do not understand it. And nobody's sitting up here saying get the ball. He needs 10 catches a game. Give me a chance to affect the football game. Every quarterback does that with their number one wide receivers. Why is it an exemption for Jalen Hurts?
Let me not act like this is easy. Kieran, pull up one of my tweets on A.J. Brown at the locker room. I'll tell you when to stop. Let's not act like this is easy, though, because Matthew Stafford could not find Davante Adams for the first 6 weeks of the season. Somebody put out the Amber Alert.
I disagree with that. I'm not gonna say he couldn't find him. I think the play calling was just catered towards spamming Puka. That's it. We're gonna just Puka. But sometimes when change happens, you realize you remember, oh, this guy is just as good as Puka. All right. So now when Puka come back, we're gonna split everything evenly rather than just spam Puka. But I don't think he wasn't being completely uninvolved. He was still being involved for sure. It just wasn't to the extent that Puka was.
Davante Adams is missing. It took Puka Nacua getting hurt for Stafford to find Davante Adams. First 6 weeks of the season. Fact check me, people. Do your homework. Do not just trust Emmanuel.
I'm about to fact check right now. Davante Adams. I could have sworn Davante was still getting involved. First 6 weeks of the season. In week 2, he had 106 yards and a touchdown and had 3 games in a row with touchdowns. In week 5, he had 88 yards with 11 targets. But he was still getting busy. Week 6, he had 9 targets. He was still getting busy. He was involved. It's just he wasn't involved to the extent that Puka was.
First 6 weeks of the season, Davante Adams had 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. 3 games in a row. Still getting targeted.
7 when Puka was gone and they go to London, Davante has 3.
You can still be like, I think, contribute to a game without scoring a touchdown, which he did in week 5. He had 11 targets, 88 yards.
Touchdowns in that game alone. So for Aaron Rodgers, a 4-time MVP, of course it's easy. But even Matthew Stafford, James Jones, could not figure out how to get both of his top flight receivers the same football at the same time until one got hurt. It's not as easy as you making it out to be, G.
It's very, very easy.
Hold
on. Let me talk to him. Real
I gotta call Cap. I'm sorry, I gotta call Cap on that.
Because only reason why I'm gonna stop you on that is, number one, Davante is my brother.
Yeah.
And he probably 1 or 2 years from sitting up here with us. That's number one.
I disagree with that. Davante gonna stop playing when he want to stop playing. I don't see bro. I don't see him 1 or 2 years away from stop playing football. I think he still got it, bro. Especially if he stays with the Rams to where he doesn't have to do all the work. I think he can do all the work if you ask him to, but he don't have to. If he stays with the Rams, oh man, it's yeah, he just added another 5 years to his career, in my opinion. You got Puka on the other side. Yeah, it's GG's.
Number 2, he been with Matthew Stafford for 9 games.
Not seasons.
Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Could you imagine Matthew Stafford and Davante Adams 5 years ago?
Yeah.
And what they would be looking like right now? You understand? So, like, for me, it's like, man, come on. You've been.
All right, I need to. I'm about to skip it in a second because I need to get to the part where, like, the logic of blaming this on Jalen Hurts. I need to hear that.
With this dude for so long, you know exactly how this dude runs his routes. You know exactly where he wants the ball. You know his favorite routes. You know his favorite plays. You know when it's one-on-one coverage. You know how he's going to release off the line of scrimmage. You know all that as a quarterback. And you're still not giving this man the ball, but Matthew Stafford can figure it out with Davante Adams and get him the ball in the red zone, middle of the field, whenever in 9 games.
I guess here's the hard part for me is sure, but it's harder than we think. Cooper Odell.
Oh.
Odell wasn't really cooking with the Rams. McVay was trying to make him cook. Go back.
You said Odell wasn't cooking with the Rams?
I'm gonna let him finish. I do this football thing. Go back and watch Odell Beckham's very first play in Los Angeles. It's a now pass to Odell Beckham. His very first play. Y'all fact check me again. I do this football thing. His very first play. Watch the first third down of Odell Beckham being on the Rams. They forced it to Odell Beckham. It's an interception. I believe they're playing the San Francisco 49ers. Very first third down of Odell Beckham's tenure with the Rams is a pick because they forced it to him. Matthew Stafford couldn't necessarily figure out Cooper and Odell. Sure as hell couldn't figure out Cooper and Puka, and he couldn't really figure out Cooper and DA.
Did they not win a Super Bowl? And Odell Beckham was on pace to be Super Bowl MVP if he didn't get hurt?
Say all that to say, sometimes it is difficult. But here's
Did Cooper Kupp not win the Triple Crown? What year was that? But still, even outside of that, though, 2021. Even outside of that, though, they won a Super Bowl.
Here's my question for you, Kieran, because you need to be able to answer this question. The Nick Sirianni gave a sound today.
Yes, he did.
Nick Sirianni gave
a
sound
I feel like
today.
Odell was cooking during the playoffs.
This sound for Nick Sirianni because I'm curious. Are Eagles fans spoiled? Because don't you feel like as a Cowboys fan, after we hear this Nick Sirianni sound, AJ, shut the hell up, y'all are winning. Like, is that how you feel? Play the sound and then comment.
Yeah, I got you.
Here's what's when you say it was kind of business as usual with AJ, I mean, his latest comments, I mean, made it seem like it's not business as usual. Like, how do you kind of reconcile that with them?
I can read, so I don't want to waste time listening to it. I'm close to being done answering these questions with this. He's working hard, and he's a big part of the game plan, and he will be a big part of the game plan going forward, and he's working like crazy when he's here, and I'm excited to have him.
And I'm excited to have him.
Let me answer
Talk to us, bro.
your question.
Talk to us.
As a fan of the team, of course, I'm like, yo, we're winning. Why is he complaining that much? But then also, when you look at the individual.
No, they're barely winning. It's not we're winning. We're barely winning. That's not good. Especially once they get into I'm curious how it's gonna look once they get into a fight with the Rams and the Seahawks. As efficient as those two teams play calling is, are y'all going to be as efficient as them? Now, if you win a Super Bowl and you barely win your way all the way to a Super Bowl and you win it, it is what it is. Can't say nothing in because that's the end goal. But before we get there, like projecting, like foresight, it's like this doesn't look like a Super Bowl winning offense. But we'll see.
Right? We talked a lot yesterday about Jair Alexander taking a mental break.
Because we seen the Chiefs last year barely won every game last year. When they got to the Super Bowl, they made it. Amazing team, great coaching. Got to the Super Bowl, got spanked. So
because the wear and tear you might have on your body, you're actually trying to go out there and give it your best, and you just don't have it anymore. AJ Brown is in what should be the prime of his career, and he's having his worst season. He's with the most talented team he's been with in his entire career, and he's having the worst season of his entire career. Do you think that AJ Brown's not fit? Do you think that AJ Brown's not capable of going out there and giving us a 1,000-yard receiving season this year? No. Whether it's Jalen Hurts, Kevin Patullo, whatever it is, I don't blame him for feeling the way he is. He's having the worst season of his entire career, and I'm sure physically he feels like he's in some of the best shape that he's ever been in his entire career. He is in what should be his prime. So because of that, I think it's frustrating, and I think he also thinks it's a bit frustrating too. Do you want to go play that? Yeah, okay. We got to hear from him today in the locker room. We got the audio here. I'll let you guys take a listen.
When you're with the situation with the fact that you shut the tech, it's not just solely about my situation. I mean, guys, like obviously I want to win too, you know. And I think if we're really focusing on winning, doing our job, like we can't just keep slapping the Band-Aid over the defense doing their job and getting us out of trouble. At what point are we gonna pick up our slack as an offense that we're so great? You know, and that's what I'm getting at. It's not about we're not winning or I don't care about winning. All I care about is snapping step. No.
He with the notion that we're getting by and we're relying on the defense to save us in these games, which I respect.
It's been week after week sometimes.
I could respect the truth. If it's the pure truth and it's not from an emotional standpoint, this is a logical statement that he's making. This is not emotional.
We're not contributing. We're not doing our job on offense. So you can't just keep slapping a Band-Aid over it and you expect to win late in the year and you think you're going to go to it at the end of the year. It's not going to fucking happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You know? And last year, what it was, thank you for the ring, but it's a new season. Okay. They adapted. We have to adapt. And we have to continue to get better and try to find new ways. So that's where the frustration comes from.
Go ahead, James.
Thank you for the ring.
Why you speak to that one?
I mean, like I say, man, I come back to the quarterback, and I put all the blame on the quarterback because the quarterback gets the most praise for the wins, and the quarterback gets the most criticism for the losses. And the quarterback's job is to make sure that he gets his playmakers the football.
I can respect that, but the only way he does that is by overstepping the OC. That's the only way he can do that. So. Is that what you're alluding to? And that's what I'm wondering.
And if he gets his playmakers the football, they are going to be a better offense. They're not going to score 10 points. They are going to be up into 30 points if you get your playmakers the football. A.J. Brown is one of the best playmakers on your team, if not the National Football League. Get him the football. This narrative of we 11-0 when he don't touch it, we 7-3 when he do touch it. We a good offense when he touches that football. And we're a better offense when he touches that football. Jalen Hurts has to find a way to get him the football. It is not a coincidence that Joe Flacco comes over from the Cleveland Browns and who he throw to, Acho?
Yeah, Jamar Chase, sir.
And who else, Acho?
T. Higgins, sir.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, it is not rocket science. If you have two of the best players on your team and they play wide receiver as a quarterback, you throw the ball. Is all these passes he throwing Jamar Chase and them wide open?
No, sir.
No, T. Higgins and them boys is going up and getting the ball. A.J. Brown is special. That's why y'all traded a first-round pick for him and gave him a whole lot of money twice. Because he's like that. Get on your quarterback and tell him, man, you got to find ways to get this boy the ball.
But here's what's frustrating, James. As a defensive player, obviously not an offensive player, so I can't speak to this. You went to the Super Bowl, and you're won it, by the way. And you're the clear favorite to go back in the NFC.
Yeah.
Clear favorite. And y'all sitting here complaining. AJ, you said, thank you for the ring. Like, to some degree, you'd have to ask yourself, like, where is the gratitude? The Eagles.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. If y'all see how Jalen Hurts carries himself about the whole Super Bowl thing, bro, Jalen Hurts carries himself the exact same way. It's a new season. New season. And that's how Bill Belichick and Tom Brady was. They was the same way. New season. It's not about being grateful that I won a ring. I am grateful, but I can't live off of that. It's a new season. I have to worry about this season, not what we did last year. It's just the reality of the situation. If I keep thinking about what we did, like he said, teams adjust. Teams adjust to what we did last year. So we need to adjust. We need to get better. And I said that yesterday. You can't stay the same in the NFL because teams are always game planning to stop you. So you have to evolve as well. If you stay the same, that means you're getting worse.
Hadn't won a Super Bowl till 2017. Played a lot of seasons with a lot of great players. Winning a ring is hard. It's not thank you for the ring. It's like, man, praise God, we won a ring. What I got to do to win another ring? To some degree, James, the Eagles and A.J. Brown are stuck between a rock and a hard place. You're asking Jalen Hurts to change. Because the last 700 days, this is the way Jalen Hurts has played football. We are a far cry away from A.J. Brown's 1,400-yard season. We are a long ways away from that. This is how the Eagles have played football. This is how the Eagles have won a Super Bowl. So get A.J. Brown the ball at what cost?
So that's what I'm saying. So what you're basically saying is get rid of A.J. Brown.
You don't need him then.
Because that's the main reason. So the breakdown you just had of the impact that he has, get rid of him. Because your quarterback don't know how to get the ball to all his receivers, and he's better when he's not throwing the ball to Brown because they're 11-0 and 7-3 with him. He's better. So deal him.
Hold on, Jay.
Get him away from there.
Let me cook real quick, Jay. You live in Arizona.
I do.
Arizona open carry state?
Yeah.
Open carry state.
Mm-hmm. 100. Boy. Run up on me if you want to.
James Jones, stay strapped. Now the kicker is, and I'm going somewhere. Y'all know I do this TV thing.
Yeah,
in the speakeasy, I do this TV thing.
Come on.
We in the car with you.
James, you stay strapped.
I'm all ears.
You ain't have to use it, but you got it on you.
Mm-hmm.
And because you got it on you.
I don't think the problem is with Hurts. I think Hurts is just doing his job. The only way for Hurts to get A.J. Brown the ball more is to overstep the play calling in Patullo. And that would be a bad look, but that probably is what he would have to do a bit more. And it's already a bad look having to call your own plays because the OC is not doing what he needs to be doing. Yes, the offense has to step it up. Yes, they have to call better plays. Like he said, we see what the Bengals are doing with both of them receivers. We see what the Rams are doing. You see what various other teams are doing who have really good play calling this year, or at if not good play calling, are still getting their guys the ball regardless of being in double coverage. I just think this play calling is what it come down to. They got to do better if they want to win a Super Bowl. I'll say that because I think they're getting by based off of talent right now. Throwing it up to Devontae Smith 1-on-1. I mean, yes, that's a play call, but it's also Devontae Smith's talent. And he comes down with this touchdown that pretty much wins y'all the game. You know, without that touchdown, y'all lose. So, you know, you're getting by off of talent. You're not the play calling is not consistently utilizing your talent, because you can't tell me that's the only play that there was single high coverage all game long. And, you know, you can't get the ball to Devontae. You couldn't have did that earlier, or, you know, even got AJ involved more. But let me know your thoughts. Subscribe, stay tuned, stay blessed. Got left 2 more.
Giants now.
All right, we got Russell Wilson should not be on Cameo. This is new to me.
Third string quarterback. That's crazy to say. Russell Wilson announced that he is joining Cameo after New York benched him. We got this video here. Personalized video from Russ starts at $333.
What's up, guys? Russell Wilson here. I'm super excited about doing something I've been wanting to do for years. You guys have been asking for. Inspirational videos about faith, life, sports, anything you guys need, come your way. Unlimited videos on Cameo. Let's go. What's up, guys?
Unlimited.
Wait, can you play that for one more time?
Just listen to this. Oh my goodness.
You guys have been asking for. Inspirational videos about faith, life, sports, anything you guys need, come your way. Unlimited videos on Cameo. Let's go.
Unlimited Mr. Unlimited. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta get one of those. I'm gonna have to get one of them cameos, bro. That's hilarious.
Good old Russ.
I got some important information for y'all. It's good to be right, bruh. I love Russ. Russ knows
How could you not?
I love Russ.
How could you not love him, bro?
But Russell Wilson being on Cameo is kind of wild. It's.
I mean, if they paid him a bag for it, I don't see nothing wild about it. I mean, he's not starting. He got time to do stuff like that. I'm pretty sure. So it's like, it ain't that deep. I'm pretty sure they paid him a bag for it, as well as he's getting probably a nice cut off of the people who pay for the cameos, or he's pocketing all of it. So I'm pretty sure he's not on Cameo just to be on Cameo. Like they're compensating him for that.
It's kind of wild. Me and Shady got into this argument, so we're bringing y'all into this argument, and I need y'all to know in the chat. Yeah. It's kind of wild.
It's like pretty much somebody can pay you to say anything that you want in the video. Like pretty much you can pay Russ to be like, hey Russ, can you wish my son happy birthday? And then Russ will make a video saying, happy birthday, Jacob. I hope you have a blessed day. Blah, 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 blah. You know, make it a heartfelt message. And it's like, oh, hey, we got Russell Wilson, your favorite quarterback. You know, so tell you happy birthday, said your name, all this, blah, 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 blah.
You made $315 million in the NFL. At least that's what they're
What's up, Shadow?
And who knows how much you made off the field.
Yeah.
To me, being on Cameo, it's just a questionable look for Russ. Not because I think it's questionable, but because people are going to sit here and say, dang, Russ, you must be broke. Yeah. Dang, Russ, you must be hurting for money.
I'm pretty sure they pay him a nice bag to do that. He's not. I'm pretty sure they pay bro a nice bag.
Dang, Russ, like what you doing on Cameo, like it almost makes it seem like it's beneath Russell Wilson.
I think for anybody to be questioning, to be saying stuff like that, knowing how much he's made in his NFL career, and he's still on an NFL team, like you worry about the wrong things.
Who's an active NFL player. Retired NFL player, ain't nobody gonna say nothing. But like to be currently getting paid
I feel like that's worse. He's an active NFL player and you're like, why is he on Cameo? Because they paying him a bag to be on Cameo. If he was retired, yes, it would look kind of like you can kind of throw them allegations on him. But he's still getting paid. He can pay bread and he's on Cameo. He's under contract right now. So like it ain't nothing.
Say what's up to strangers. I just think like it makes it look like how far has Russell Wilson fallen.
Man, I can't let you get this one off.
Yo, go ahead, bro.
Get your money, yo.
Get your money wherever you can, man.
Yeah,
like I hate that athletes. You make all this money. You all of a sudden too good for $333 for it's Mr. Unlimited.
Bro, Shaq. I feel like Shaq takes everything, bro. And we know Shaq is rich. Shaq is probably close to being a billionaire. I don't know, but I see Shaq on everything, bro. Everything, every little comment. Like, bro, Shaq promoting this? What the heck? I see this dude on so many different commercials. So it's like I don't think it's an issue. You know, if somebody gonna pay you, you know what I mean? And it's a nice bag, take it. Why not? And then I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a bunch of you know, younger people who are Seahawks fans, and you know, people who would appreciate stuff like that, or our fans of Russ would appreciate stuff like that. So at the end of the day, I think it's I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Jake, happy birthday. What?
Man,
That's $300 right there.
Come on, but think about this though.
Gold Bond, Carnival, Papa John's.
What makes
there's an insurance one too. I can't think of what it's called.
Is a lack of access. Michael Jackson. I hear stories because I live 10 minutes from wherever Michael Jackson used to live. And you would hear stories of like, if you saw Michael Jackson in Hollywood, it was like you saw Jesus himself. Like people would freak out if you just caught a glimpse of Michael Jackson.
He's arguably the most famous human being other than Jesus
that's
not to ever. Yeah.
Right. But
and he's
my
from
point
Indiana.
is,
I just want to put that in there.
Shut up.
Sorry.
But what makes a star is like you don't get to see him. You don't get access to him. But now now I can pay to talk to.
But I think that's fine. Like, you're humanizing yourself. I'm not an idol. I don't want to be idolized. I don't want to be looked at as a god. I'm not a god. I'm not God. So that's fine. I'm not worried about the perception of being a idol or the perception of being put on a pedestal. I'm a human. It's okay.
Russ?
Yeah.
It just, to me,
$33. Right? Mm-hmm. And you said wait until retirement. For what? Why wait until retirement?
Yeah.
Allow the people into your kingdom. While you sit atop your throne. Give them the cameo that they want. Give them the inspirational quote. Give them the Bible verse. Make a little money. Make somebody come, Brother Trey. Come on now. Don't get me to preaching.
Hold on, Trey. Have y'all been to Buckingham Palace?
No, I never been.
Yeah, listen, you know we're not in your tax bracket. James is the only one who even has the funds and the means to do something like that.
Yeah.
Golly,
I've never heard of this.
Birmingham, Alabama.
Let me say this, bro.
Been there before.
Right, yeah.
Let's say this.
Yeah, I've been to White Castle. Only
A
castle
few
I've seen.
times,
Yeah,
brother.
a few
Yeah,
times,
yeah, a
man.
few times, yeah. What makes, bruh, I'm saying this to say this, Jay.
Never heard of
what
this in my
makes a
life.
king a king trade, what makes a palace is everybody can't get in.
London.
The reason I said if you've been to Buckingham Palace, you're not walking in.
Fair.
You can walk outside and see if you can make the little guard smile if you want to. But like, you're not walking in to the kingdom.
Okay.
If Russell Wilson used to be the king, one of the kings of the NFL, one of the faces of the NFL, you're not just like walking into the palace. So the only reason I'm gonna push back on my light-skinned brothers on the outside of the set, on the outside of the frame, only reason I'm pushing back on the light-skins, I hate when they take
Put
that
y'all on the camera too. They like they know JJ ain't like
It's crazy. Yo, it's because it's like Mahomes, he not on Cameo.
You're giving Russ too much credit.
You are. I think you
Is
are.
that what it is?
You've been
Yeah.
elitist too.
A little bit.
Russ
A
is
little
too
bit.
I'm too popular to have these peasants talk to me.
No, but let's even be honest.
Okay, hold on.
Even Russ at his highest, winning Super Bowls, all this stuff, he's never been on the level of the Patrick Mahomes and the Aaron Rodgers or none of that. Like people don't get like, all googly eyed and all. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is perfect for Russ.
Yeah.
Really?
This is perfect for Russ. Ruff is a people's pleaser.
Mm-hmm.
He's a people's person. He's not just on here saying happy birthday.
Mm-hmm.
He said you're going to get Bible verses. You're going to get
Inspiration.
scriptures.
Yeah.
You're going to get inspirational videos. Unlimited. On Cameo. This is perfect for Russell Wilson right here, man.
You might be right. Because you know what it is,
This
bro?
is who Russ is. He's
I
one of the
think-
people.
Hey, someone asked a great
You
question
know
in the
it.
chat.
You know
Said,
in the
how is that
bag.
any different than the super chat that I'm dropping right now? Speak English. So you better watch how you answer the question, Acho. Come on.
Interesting.
The tables have turned.
Come
Acho.
on, Acho.
You're right.
One thing I know about my Nigerian brother, he ain't missing no money. He gonna talk nice to them super chats. My Nigerian brother ain't missing no coins. James, you know that better than anybody.
Yeah, sure.
Somebody call time.
Unlimited.
Call time. They
Yeah, but
The glove is off.
That was a perfect point. I ain't gonna
The glove is
lie.
off in the chat, man.
Oh, man.
Oh man, no, I think it's cool that Russ is doing that though. Also, I mean, as a man of faith, I think him wanting to him mentioning faith first more than anything. I think it's awesome.
Listen,
That
if
he
Jesus
has
can
that.
wash people's feet, Russ
Come
can
on,
do
man.
cameos for
Exactly.
people.
He can
Come
do
on
some
now.
cameos for
Listen,
sure.
I preach a sidewalk sermon in here.
Come on now, talk to him.
Russ wanted to send some cameos. Let him do it.
Let him do his cameos, man. Someone said Sierra killing them pockets. This is crazy. Look, I mean, Russ is the type of guy.
that's crazy.
Russ is the type of guy after his career though to have like a reality TV show with Sierra, and it wouldn't like surprise you that he was doing that.
Nah, I'm not for the reality TV. But yeah. Everybody made good points. Acho conceded his take on it. And I think Russ being on Cameo is pretty cool at the end of the day. I don't see nothing wrong with it at all. And I'm pretty sure they're paying him a nice bag to be on there. So let me know your thoughts. Subscribe, stay tuned, stay blessed. All right, we got one more and then we done more. At least for the stream. I might be back on later tonight.
We have some breaking news.
Like. All right, y'all. We have Jake Paul fighting Anthony Joshua. I didn't know this was a thing until today. So
We have some breaking news out of the boxing world as it was announced fresh off of his fight cancellation with one Gervonta Tank Davis. Jake Paul is now scheduled to face off against former heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua.
I think this is good for both. Anthony Joshua gets to make some good money, potentially get an easy W. Jake Paul gets to make some good money and finally fight a real boxer. Real boxer. So this is going to be very interesting. Should be fun. I hope Jake actually trains. I'm not going to say I know he's going to actually train. But I hope he comes in there and makes it competitive.
On a fight on Netflix in December in Miami.
Russ doing it for free. Heck no.
Jake Paul.
Heck no.
If you going to fight him, fight him.
Thank you.
Oh, wow.
I got some important information for y'all. There's no better place to win cash while watching sports than
I was disappointed to see the Gervonta Davis fight get canceled. I thought that would have been interesting just to see how that turned out. But I mean, this should be more entertaining.
It's good to be right. If you gonna fight him, Jake Paul, fight him.
If Joshua loses, then IDK. Ooh, if Joshua loses, he gotta retire. I say this. If he gets knocked out, if Jake Paul comes in there and puts a boxing clinic on, hey, I ain't know you had it in you, Jake. If Jake come in there and just looks nice and crazy sharp, I ain't know you had it in you. Okay. Show us something that, you know. But if it could be a good fight, there's nothing to worry about on Anthony Joshua's end. Even if he loses, if it's a good fight and like we see Anthony Joshua land everything out there on the line, I mean, you can't really be mad at him.
I don't want to hear no clauses that Joshua got
Tyron Woodley isn't a real fighter. He's not a real boxer.
to come in at 220 pounds.
Oh yeah, no,
I don't want to hear no every round gonna be 30 seconds. I don't want to hear no wow. If you gonna fight the man, Jake Paul,
10 to 12
step
rounds.
into the ring, 10 to 12 rounds, and fight the man and earn everybody's respect, even in defeat. Because right now it looks too much like a money grab. The fight with Tank got washed away.
Yeah.
And so anybody who knows anything about the industry, Jake Paul probably got paid in advance by Netflix. So Jake Paul probably has to fight, or you got to find a way to pay back that advance, or some insurance company is going to have to come back and subsidize the advance that Jake Paul got given. So Jake Paul's probably trying to figure out, okay, how can I find a way to not pay back this advance? I need to fight somebody. Bet. I'll fight Joshua. But Jake Paul, you already know you're finna get knocked out if you fight Joshua on legitimate boxing terms. If you gonna fight him,
I think Anthony coming off of two L's, if I'm not mistaken, Anthony Joshua. So I don't know.
Fight him, and everybody will shut up talking to you for the rest of your boxing career.
Yeah, this, I want to believe it, but this all screams, this ain't no fight. This ain't no fight, man. It's going to be so much stuff in there. I mean, it's like, I won't be buying this.
He lost
this, man. This is not.
This is the only one to actually watch.
Yeah,
like Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua is
so
the one to actually.
He won 4 in a row and then lost to Daniel Dubois.
You think Jake Paul's not gonna have a bunch of that funny stuff the same way he had a bunch of that funny stuff in there with Tyson? You see Tyson holding off on a lot of them punches that Tyson could have threw. He's holding off on them punches. You got knockout clauses and all this type stuff in there to get your money. It's gonna be the same.
I don't remember him getting knocked out by Daniel Dubois.
Exact stuff in this fight right here to where Joshua is not going to go out there and try to punish him. He's not. This is going to be one of them play fights, with all due respect, one of them play fights to grab money. They're not even on the same level. Like, it ain't even close. It's like the Eagles.
Nah. Because here it is, though. The Tank fight, he said, was going on their records. A winner was going to be determined, and it would go on their records. So, if the same thing stands with this one, somebody has to win this fight. So there's no, you can't really play around too much. It's gonna be. I would safely assume it's gonna be a real fight. Or you can make it. You can try to make it close. But if I'm Anthony Joshua, I don't want to try to make it close because, I mean, you can. You are the real boxer, so I mean, you can, but. I don't know about that. I don't want to play around too much, because you play around and then they might try to give Jake the win.
And the Chandler Bears, and that is
Emmanuel Acho's hair look like it's attached like a Lego. What the heck?
That's my little kid. Like, this is not even close, man. Come on, Anthony Joshua.
Tank backed out. I don't know. Maybe. I haven't seen the details as far as why that fight got canceled yet.
But I will say this, if Jake Paul legitimately steps into the ring with Anthony Joshua on boxing terms, and if those that aren't even super boxing fans, Jake Paul would earn the respect.
He would.
Of
I
everyone
facts.
in perpetuity. For the rest of time, James Jones. But you don't got to fight another legit boxer after this.
But he can't.
If he signed a contract, he's going to do it. He's going to do it. It is what it is. Well, actually, he's talking about on real fight terms. We'll see. We're gonna see. I think they're gonna make it 10 rounds. I don't think they go 12. And I don't know about the minute of the rounds, but we'll see. Even if he goes 8, is he stepping in there with Anthony Joshua at the end of the day? I think that's respectable.
Even equipped to fight this dude. He's not. It's going to have to be a bunch of stuff in there. Joshua will punish this man.
Well, we're gonna see. I think it's interesting. I think him fighting Tank Davis was really farcical.
But at least he got size on Tank.
Yeah, no, he has size.
You know
There's
what I'm
some sort of
saying?
advantage. But I will say this about Jake Paul. Before Canelo agreed to go have the fight with Terrence Crawford that he did earlier this year, rumor circulating was the fight that he was going to take was going to be one against Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez is the one dude that could be on the A side comfortably against a guy that has the pull that Jake Paul does right now. Unfortunately, that's just where boxing is. I think that was a fight that was actually set up to be happening and then ended up falling through. Canelo wanted to go chase a legacy fight with Terrence Crawford, and credit to him for doing that. I'm happy he did.
I can't wait to watch Bud fight again. Dude.
Right now with Anthony Joshua, we're talking about a dude that in his last fight fought for a world title. He fought Daniel Dubois for the IBF World Heavyweight Championship. A dude that is
damn.
Yeah, he got cooked in that fight. He did.
Destroyed.
But yeah, that was over a year ago. So now he has a year off. He's coming back in a fight in December. Fellas, Anthony Joshua was an Olympic gold medalist, a unified champion at the heavyweight division. He is 6'6", 250 pounds. And also, I do think.
Oh my God!
I do. No, Jake Paul 6'1", about 220. I want to say this though. I think Anthony Joshua, he's made stupid money in his career, dumb money in his career. I don't think he's going to be in a position to be accepting BS terms with Jake Paul if this is really what's going to end up happening. I think we're actually going to get to
his skills. Not all that for him to call out Tank and Alex. I think he got a puncher's chance against Tank because he's so much bigger than Tank. But against Alex, I think because Alex is not a professional boxer, he has a much better chance against Alex. Because he's not a professional boxer. A fighter is fighter. But that there are separate skills. Inform me on Joshua, is he still elite? I don't know about still elite, but I mean, he's still one of the best heavyweights in the world, in terms of that. He probably still top 10 probably, and I don't think Jake Paul's anywhere near top 10. It's just the experience level. It's like I've been doing this my whole life versus you've been doing this for 4 or 5 years, and I've been doing this at the highest level. It's like a dude who been playing in the UFL since the UFL has been around, and then going to play in the NFL against guys who have played in a Super Bowl. Anthony Joshua has been on a Super Bowl level of boxing.
see Jake Paul against a former heavyweight champion of the world. Do I think that's a smart idea? Absolutely not. For Jake Paul, do I think it would sell? Absolutely. Do I think it'd be very interesting and people would tune in to see if he gets his head knocked off? Absolutely. I genuinely, I hate to say it, I'm giving him credit for this. I think this is a huge step up in competition, probably way bigger of a step. He probably sees what Alexander Usyk, who's now the undisputed, one of the greatest heavyweights of all time now after beating all these guys. He was a smaller guy, went up, he's like 6'2", 6'3", about 200 pounds at first. Now he's probably sitting at about 220, 230. Similar size to Jake Paul. Yeah. Went up and beat all these guys. Granted, Usyk, greatest amateur boxer at that weight class ever. Mm-hmm. I think it's going to be interesting, but I do think Jake Paul is in a good position.
The only fear is this.
I hate to give him credit.
If Jake Paul gets his block knocked off.
Yeah.
That Jake Paul's going to have to watch a bunch of Usyk film. I think genuinely he's going to try to steal Usyk style. I think that's the only way you can win this. You're not going to knock out Anthony Joshua. I mean, I don't see it happening, but if he can go in there and just, he's going to have to watch a bunch of Usyk film.
Completely.
Very possible.
Outbox him.
Jake Paul experiment is
film not saving him?
It's a wrap. Because
if the goal in there is to outbox him and not to knock Anthony Joshua out, just outbox him, stay alive, that's not a bad game plan. I mean, here it is. Jake Paul may not have the experience of a Anthony Joshua or even a Usyk, But if you can just stay alive, if you're conditioned enough to stay alive, then you can make it out that fight without getting knocked out.
Up into the ring, everybody thus far is wondering and has wondered, like, what
Can we give Deontay Wilder this fight? Let my boy get his confidence back. He's never been the same since he lost to Fury. I think we're going to see Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder next year. I can see that happening. Because both of them are still fighting, and both of them are not on the top of the mountain anymore, so I can see it happening still. It's unfortunate we didn't get it when they were both on top of the mountain, but it's all good.
What would happen versus a legitimate boxer?
Yeah.
And in their relative shape. Not a 50-year-old Floyd.
Yeah.
Not a 60-year-old Mike. We've all asked ourselves, well, what happens if you fight a real fighter? The problem is, once you fight a real fighter and you get beat down, the hypothesis is gone. So now we don't need to wait to see the experiment. Y'all know what we do every year. We say the best college team could beat the worst NFL team.
Yeah,
and it's
nasty.
a fun debate.
Yeah.
If you don't really know ball, if you don't really know ball, though, you'll be like, man, but if 10 players on Georgia would start for the Cleveland Browns right now. But if they actually ever played and the Browns won 60-7, we'd remove the whole debate.
Yeah.
If Jake Paul actually fights Joshua and gets KO'd round 2, what are we still watching Jake Paul fights for?
You know the difference.
No, I totally agree with you that Jake Paul cardio isn't good, but you can fix that in the camp. I believe so. I think you can work on cardio like that. You can primarily work on cardio and come into a camp and fix that. Now you can't fix experience, but I mean you can fix the cardio if anything, and just you have a good enough game plan, which is just try to box him. Don't try to brawl with him. Don't try to fight him. Just try to box him.
Difference there, though?
You misunderstood. I want him to beat on Jake Paul for practice. Hey, he probably gonna be. I mean, I ain't gonna say probably. 9 times out of 10, he gonna beat Jake Paul. 99.9 chance he beats Jake Paul.
People and the people that don't know ball and the people that aren't involved.
It might be some free money.
Let's have this debate: college versus NFL, college versus NFL. The players aren't saying, "Oh, we could beat an NFL team." Alabama not saying, "Oh, we could beat an NFL team." Georgia not saying, "Oh, we could beat it." Jake Paul is saying, "I'm worthy of stepping in the ring with Anthony Joshua." So it's different. It's he's saying, "I am that good. I am worth being here. I do want to be here. I can compete."
Oh, that'll be fire, bro. Jake, even if he loses to Anthony Joshua, go fight Deontay Wilder next. That's a good fight. I ain't gonna lie. Because, I mean, all respect to Wilder, but, you know, he ain't like the highest IQ boxer, you know? Elite puncher, but not the highest IQ boxer. So, if Jake can have a decent enough game plan, he can try to walk out of that alive, but he's not going to get, like, you know... He can probably try to stretch that as long as he don't get caught.
Why would we want to watch
with all the rules though? And that's why I'm with Acho. If it's a straight up boxing match, kudos to you, credit to you.
Yeah.
But you ain't had a straight up one yet.
Right.
Yeah. Well, he didn't have one. And he lost it.
And he lost it. He lost it to
Tommy Fuhrer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but all the other ones with Mike Tyson, I don't know why Tank pulled out, but it's probably was something on them lines as well. You know what I'm saying? So if it's a straight up fight, respect to him for stepping in this ring with a dude that's 6'6", 250 pounds, and you 6'1", and this dude a gold medalist and got all these fights and all that type of stuff, because it's real lopsided. But you can't get me to believe that you're not going to have that stuff.
Now imagine he win.
See what I'm saying? That's crazy. Win what?
Because look, this is my thing.
Steph.
We all knew when Jake Paul started doing this, eventually he was going to have to get somewhere where he can make a crazy payday.
We're not going to let you do this. I'm not
saying he's going to win. I'm not saying he's going to win. Let me ride. I'm saying we all knew that this was eventually going to get to a point where he fought enough scrubs to be able to fight someone for real. This, to me, this is the scene. If you can't get the Canelo fight, what's the next biggest fight? You can't go fight Usyk. Usyk cares too much about his legacy right now. Sorry, it's not going to happen. You fight Anthony Joshua, the biggest star in heavyweight boxing, the most well-known name, the guy that sold the most at the heavyweight division. You get that fight. This, to me, this is the zenith of the Jake Paul boxing experience. Whether he wins, whether he loses, whatever happens.
But to your point,
Bro, this fight will open up so much doors and options for Jake Paul in the fighting scene. It's gonna open up so much.
If this is a
win or lose, most likely lose, but it's still gonna like this is a good look for Jake Paul.
zenith, it's over after this. Like Jake Paul,
AJ
let
Hype.
this be your last fight. Because if Jake Paul loses, what do we want to watch him box again for?
That's what I'm saying. You think these people don't know how to?
He want to make money. He can keep Jake Paul can. It's like this. It's like a boxer losing in general. It's not about him wanting to box again. If he loses, they lose and they learn from that and they want to get better and they want to keep going. You know, but Anthony, how does Anthony Josh? $36. Interesting.
Handle that. You know how much money.
That's why. Yeah,
You understand?
Getting knocked out for money is crazy.
You feel what
He's
I'm
not gonna risk $200 million of future earnings.
But you're not going in there with the with the intention like, all right, I'm going here and get knocked out. You're going in there to try. You're going in there to make an effort to not get knocked out. That's the goal.
It's gonna be this and that. You can't knock me out. You can't. It's gonna be that and that because he knows the next fight is more money, and people gonna tune in for that. More than crazy. I think Joshua and him in there on a fair slate.
I hope it is.
Man,
I just don't see what terms Joshua would agree to that wouldn't be fair. He's not. He's a cut 250. He's not. He's not gonna cut down. It's not gonna be headgear. This is a professional boxing man. I don't see. I genuinely think because of the booking, there's nowhere for Jake Paul to hide in
But
this.
they could
you
do
have
something
to face
dumb.
him.
No headshots. Like you could do.
They're not doing that. They're not doing that. What the heck?
He can't. He's not gonna do that. Nobody will buy that. Nobody will buy that. It'll be a sparring match.
Yeah.
He's gonna have
You
to.
ain't really gonna.
Who? What?
You
all that till the
genuinely
fight
booked this,
happening, though.
and because I think the agreement with Netflix, you genuinely set this thing up. You're gonna have to actually go out there and fight him, and we're gonna find out.
But we didn't know all the stuff that was in the Mike Tyson thing until the fight was over.
Yeah, I mean, well, we knew he was fighting a 60-year-old.
I know
that was enough for me.
But what I'm
Like-
saying, and all the other stuff that came out, we didn't know.
Let me ask you this: could Jake Paul go 6 rounds?
If it's a 6-round fight, then I'd be upset. Yeah, could he last 6 rounds?
6 rounds
Because he's gonna be in way better shape than Joshua coming off
on
the
a
couch.
fair slate. 6 rounds.
He's gonna be. It's gonna be tough for him. I'm not gonna lie. Getting past. We saw Francis Ngannou, UFC heavyweight champion. He fought Tyson Fury and actually dropped him. Some people argue he may have won that fight. He went up against Anthony Joshua, got smoked.
Yeah,
like, bro, like obliterated.
And he
got lit up like a Christmas tree. That was bad.
And
you know what I mean?
And he would crush Jake Paul.
Yeah, he's just huge. It's a size disadvantage. It's gonna be tough.
Oh, that could be another one. Jake Paul could go fight Francis Ngannou. That'd be a good fight too. Deontay Wilder. That's some dangerous fights though for Jake in terms of like potentially getting knocked out, but making money wise, oh my gosh, bro, he gonna make some bread.
Jake Paul will be stupid not to have.
Alex Pereira would kill Jake in MMA, but in boxing, I think Jake has a shot because he's like it's 2 different professions. You know, fighting is fighting, but boxing and mixed martial arts are just 2 totally. You know, it's one is specific. You know, because it's just like when we seen with Mayweather and Conor McGregor. Conor got washed bad, you know, and I understand that Jake is not on that level, but he only focuses on boxing. He doesn't focus on no other martial arts style. So he only does boxing. He's been doing that for however many years it's been. So and he's gotten better at it. So I think he would have a shot against Alex Pereira.
Have certain stuff.
He'd be stupid to take this fight, but it looks like he's taking it. Maybe he knows something that we
The
don't.
only reason why you're
Top
gonna
5
take
boxers.
it is you're gonna have some of that stuff in.
Well,
I don't really have a top 5.
100%.
I don't really have a top 5. Because I'm not super. I'm not a boxing savant or super tapped in. But as of right now though, I'm ready to see Bud Crawford fight again. It's a lot of nice guys to watch right now in boxing, but I'm definitely looking forward to seeing Bud Crawford fight again. About it. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Subscribe, stay tuned, stay blessed. That skill gap is crazy because Floyd is elite. Nah, facts, 100%. But let me see how. When did Jake Paul start boxing? Jake Paul boxing debut. January 30th, 2020. So he's been boxing for 5 years. 5 years straight of boxing. I think that's enough to get yourself like decently nice. Decent, like that's not bad. And again, I can understand a person who's been doing MMA their whole life is just still not the same as, because the hours that you're spending locked in on boxing 5 years straight, they're spending a little bit on boxing. So you're catching up to them in terms of like stand up. Like the amount of time, like in the past 5 years, Alex Pereira could have like spent some time boxing, but Jay could have doubled or tripled that. So he just did 15 years worth of Alex boxing training in 5 years because of the amount of time he's put into it. So it could be I think it could be competitive because you're only focusing on boxing. So who's Anthony Joshua? Hunter never coming back to the cage. I don't think he is either. Anthony Joshua, former world champion, elite boxer. I think I don't know if he's still elite, but I think he's top 10 in his division for sure. In the heavyweights, big dude, big dude. There's a young guy, Abdullah Mason. Yeah, he's nasty. Abdullah Mason is nasty, bro. He insane potential. I think he's gonna be great. He's gonna be great. His name backwards though. Who did Alex fight last match? Alex has the best stand up in the UFC. And he's fighting elite boxers. 23. Ooh. Dang, this man Caden just broke the bank. Oh man. I think I gotta take this offer. That's tough, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta take that. Take that. Tank would have washed Jake. Jake got a puncher's chance against Tank because he's so big. Because Tank would definitely outbox him, but he would have to catch him with some really good shots in order to he'd have to catch him with some really good shots in order to really put him down. Any real boxer would demolish Jake Paul right now. We're gonna see. It's gonna be a interesting watch. I look forward to seeing how this plays out. Has Jake and Garcia fought? Nah, no. I don't even think that's happening. I gotta make some space on my roster now. I think Floyd has one more left. I think Floyd's gonna fight Manny Pacquiao before it's all said and done again. Before it's all said and done. All right, fellas. I appreciate y'all, man. Good kicking it. The goal is to get back on tonight. The goal is to stream a second time today. I don't have an exact time yet. It would probably be sometime after 8 p.m. Central or 7 p.m. Central. It'll be sometime after that. It's gonna be tonight. That's the goal. I'm not gonna promise y'all the time right now because I got a lot of stuff I need to do and get caught up. But y'all boys be blessed, and yeah, hopefully catch y'all later. Hopefully. Oh, it's a game tonight too. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, of course I'm getting back on. Actually, yeah, it's a game. Y'all boys be blessed. Catch y'all. Just got canceled. The fight before this one here with Anthony Joshua, him fighting Gervonta Davis got canceled, but now it's Anthony Joshua.